Hi, I'm Anup, and I welcome you all to Blue Saffron, the podcast program of corporateshitak.com, sponsored by Jani Plastics. And you are about to receive knowledge on Indian and Australian GST, goods and service tax. Yeah, you got it right, mate. Let's get started, shall we? Refunds in GST. Any smart business takes this seriously, and claiming refund is a matter of an accountant's skill. So if your accountant's good, you are lucky. The government is seldom going to give you a refund from their side unless you demand or claim legitimately. Of course, there are some exceptions here. In the IGST department, the refund module has an inbuilt mechanism to automatically grant refund after validating the shipping bill data, but you can't expect government to carry out such exercise for everybody all the time. So those who say ignorance is bliss should revisit their subscription of ignorance. I would rather prefer to say ignorance is a trouble in form of a bliss. So be wary. Here are some situations when the need for a refund may arise. So friends, do claim your refund on or before time. Point number one, the refund on purchase made by embassies and United Nations bodies. You see, they do not fall under tax jurisdiction in India, so they can very well claim the refund back on their purchases. Exports. The supplier and recipient are both benefited on payment of tax. Exporters can claim monthly or, if they like, club quarterly claims together. However, they cannot spread across financial years, so they have to claim within the same financial year. Next point, developers in special economic zone can claim refund as they may exercise the letter of undertaking, LUT. When a provisional assessment is finalized, you see the assessment is the checking of records, and provisional means on bonds and securities where the returns are not certain. You're not sure of the figure. So, some need for refund may arise as the amount is not certain in case of assessing returns of bonds or securities. This refund has to be sanctioned within 7 days of the date of the acknowledgement. The next point, supplies of goods or services to Special Economic Zone or SEZ unit are tax exempted. Therefore, the suppliers may claim refund on these so-called zero-rated items. Next, when you have excess paid your tax, obviously you can claim your refund back. And refund of central GST and state GST paid as interstate supply can be held as interstate supply. Beg your pardon, intrastate supply and interstate supply. Do not confuse. So whatever tax the CGST and SGST you have paid on the intra-state supply can be held as an interstate supply also subsequently, and vice versa. So that's where you can claim your tax back. Takeaway here for you is ask your customer or supplier whether they are selling or buying tax exempted items, whether they belong to the special economic zone area, and claim your refund on or before time for which you are eligible. Please note one thing is there is a form from the government called Form GST RFD 05. Obviously, RFD stands for it represents refund, and the number is 5. The form GST RFD 05. That's how you can fill up the form and claim your refund back. So, my dear listeners, I hope you enjoyed the audio. I also hope there was some takeaway for you. Signing off now. We'll come up with more interesting episodes. Till then, take good care of yourselves. Keep liking your one and only Blue Saffron. Cheers. Bye bye.